And she gained a massive following because people were paying attention. And then and I'll say this, my brother at the same time, who lived in D.C., was going to Congress day after day, banging on doors, trying to get people to pay attention. Everyone's like, don't take on the military. Let's just let the system work itself out. Ugh. So eventually my wife got invited on to Fox and Friends, I think with my brother. And that's when Trump, who was president at the time, took notice. And I think he took notice. And then there was like this rumor, like, okay, because he might let you out, or like you might be getting out. And of course that didn't happen for months. Dude, it was the best way I can describe it, it was like the biggest emotional roller coaster to be on. There'd be like days where it's like, hey, I think you're getting out. And then nope, you got another 2 weeks. And it just kept going that way. I was going to court hearings that whole time.
Are any of the guards, like, are you having any interaction with the guards? And some guys are like, this is fucked up what they're doing.
So 2 of the guards, they were Marines, came to me and they were like, hey, this was like the first month I was in there. They're like, we're being briefed on Mondays, like like officers from your command and NCIS are telling us to make you snap, to fuck with you. And so that's what was happening. So I was getting strip searched all the time, like the whole down to spread your butt cheeks, do whatever, cell tossed all the time. If I did anything, like, so this is how petty it was. So like, if I sat down to watch TV and took my blouse off, like my shirt, like, cause we wore uniforms in there, which everybody else was doing. If they saw me do it, they're like, no longer is that allowed. And then if they saw me doing push-ups in my cell, I'm not allowed to work out in my cell. I'm not allowed to do anything that benefits me in any way. They literally, then they would deny me visitations. They denied me medical visits. They denied me talking to my lawyer. So here's the system when you're in there, dude.
They deny you talking to your lawyer.
So in order to talk to your lawyer, you have to put in a request sheet. There is a person, like a counselor, that's assigned to each pod, general population. So I had this black chick named Rashida, and she was typical government worker. And so I put in a request sheet, and she'd be like, yeah, we'll get to it, you know. And eventually you're like, dude, I have to talk to my lawyer.
Yeah, this isn't the DMV.
Here's the best part is if they're not letting you talk to your lawyer or you have a complaint, you put it in the complaint box. Well, guess where the complaint goes? Right to Rashida. So she would come in and announce to the whole like general pod, she'd like, have my complaint. Oh, prisoner Gallagher, stand up. And I'm like, she's like, so you're not happy? You can't talk to your lawyers? Guess what? Now you ain't talking to him for another month. And she would just walk out. And like, so this is like the petty shit that was going on. And so I'm telling my wife all this over the phone. I'm like, dude, this is the environment that I'm in. Like, they're not letting me do shit. And I'm trying to keep my cool the whole time. Because at this point, since those guards told me that they were trying to make me snap, I knew it was a game.
Yep.
So I just literally bit my tongue and like would just sit there and like, dude, all right, this is going to get hashed out.
That does help that they did that.
It does.
It does really.
Because I would have snapped, dude.
Yeah.
There was a couple times in there where I took an act of God. So like when my youngest son came to visit me for the first time, he comes in, he's wearing a hospital gown. Like,
oh my God.
And I'm like, why is he wearing this? And then I'm told you're not allowed to embrace him. You're not allowed to touch him. And so I'm like, why can't I embrace my son? And they're like, because of the pedophiles that you're in here with, it excites them and it's unfair to them. And which is why he had to wear a hospital gown too, because he was wearing a tank top when he came to visit me. And they're like, that bare skin will excite them as well. And we're trying to heal these pedophiles, not excite them.
Oh my God.
Yes. So this is what's going on. And so when that happened, that was like, I mean, tears forming because I was so angry.
Rage.
But I couldn't do anything. You know, you're like, just hold it together.
And you said they're strip searching you and stuff all the time?
Yeah. Then like one of the guards, he was a Marine, Gunny. He would strip search me, and then I'm sitting there naked in front of him, and he'd be like, bend over, stand back up, bend over.
This is someone you outrank by like 40 rungs too.
Yeah. And I'm just looking at him like, dude, why are you doing this? Yeah. And he'd be like, well, you got a problem? You know,
looking for you to do something.
Look, you're real quick, Jim. I just want to ask this. Like, you've done a lot of deployments. You're this decorated Navy SEAL. You've seen horrible